Hi everyone, my name's Tim, welcome to Tim Burbage Reads, and today I'm going to be doing a book review for The Seawolf by Jack London. So this year I'm trying to read a different Jack London book every month, and in May I read The Seawolf. Now, this is a story about a man called Humphrey, who is a gentleman. He's a man of leisure. He thinks about things, and he reads, and he writes, and he's on a ship, and the ship sinks due to a collision, and then he ends up being saved by the crew of a ship called the Ghost, a sealing ship. So they are seal hunting ships. They go and hunt seals, and the captain is someone called Wolf Larsen. This is the Seawolf. And it's brilliant. I absolutely love this book. It's a 5 stars from me. This is probably the best full Jack London novel I've read this year. It is up there with The Call of the Wild for me, I think, in terms of just stunning quality. And what really interested me, and what made it more than the sum of its parts, is Wolf as a character, and Humphrey and their dialogues. For Wolf is a man who is strong, hard, fierce, tough, incredibly self-centered. For him, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and if you're not eating, you're getting eaten. So that's his whole entire view. But he's also a very smart man. He's not just a brute. He reads. He has quite long philosophical discussions with Humphrey throughout the book, and you see Humphrey change as a character, and you see Wolf is actually a very flat character. He does not go through a character arc because he's so strong-willed that he makes the world bend to his will. It's incredible to read. The whole cast of characters on the ship are interesting, and there's lots of crazy plot happenings. Mugridge, the cook, you've got Leech, the cabin boy, and the changes that they go through, and the plot, and then there is a love story in there, which is a bit weaker, but oh my goodness, this book is good. And you've got a plot of twists and turns and sailing adventures and battles against nature, which kind of fit in a lot of Jack London books. But the stars of the show are Humphrey and Wolf. You see Humphrey change over time, almost like social camouflage, as he highlights, as he sees, gets exposed to these primitive, savage parts of humanity and manliness on board this ship. He changes. Wolf changes Humphrey. And Humphrey keeps trying to change Wolf, and it never works. The prose is great, the dialogue's great, and you see these philosophical discussions because Humphrey is a very learned man. He's read a lot, while Wolf is a very smart man, but has taught himself. So he has a very narrow but deep view because the books that he has managed to get, he has read a lot. But he has that kind of view of, I know myself. I'm completely confident in my own view of the world. He uses the analogy of we're all yeast, and it's all each bit's trying to take over another bit and get bigger. And if you're not doing that, then you've given up and you're dead. And he refuses to die, basically. It's just brilliant. Jack London is an author who has, this book was like 120 years old. This would be one I would definitely recommend to people. Especially, I think, literary folks readers, because it's not really about, we trimmed the mainsails and cut the jib and watched out for the boom. It's not about sailing. It's about characters. And you see... Oh, it's just so good. Wolf Larsen, the sea wolf, is one of the most interesting characters I've ever read about in fiction. And that's what takes it up to 5 stars for me. So anyway, would I recommend it? 100% yes. And I'll see you in the next one. And get out of my house!